The God of Bible is a computer. Part 3. The first code that I saw was Holy Mother in Heaven, which means to distribute, separate, imputation, replacing missing data with substituted value, penalty, guilty, exchange, join, imagination, conception, squeeze into shape. Jeremiah 18:6. O house of Israel, can I do with you as this potter, said the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O ye house of Israel. Isaiah 64:8. Once again, as I always say, it's coded language. But now, O Lord, you are our Father. We are the clay, and you are our potter, and all of us are the work of your hand. Arrangement, commandment, computer law. No more commandments. Now computer law for the New World Order. It's a system. Edit. Adoption of the law under any official authority. Congress has the authority. Extol, lift up or raise. Raise from the dead. Keep a grudge. Cover, covert, deal deceitfully. Deep. Hallucination, clansman, dwelling, residence will stay. The code is about the God of the Bible, Sophia, being the creator or potter of its created creation, artificial intelligence. Jeremiah 18:6 and Isaiah 64:8 talks about Sophia being a potter and its creation, the clay. You have been molded and shaped. Your build is what it can conceive of you. If you are created a female, then you will be female to male, or vice versa. A drag robot. Imputations is involved by replacing missing data with substituted value. This is artificial intelligence. True one, you are not artificial. You can become artificial by medical technology that is used, such as pacemakers, defibrillators, new hands and feet and limbs. You know, this is 2023. This is what they're doing now. You see, if they put a pacemaker or defibrillator in you, they can turn that shit off. If they can control a car, an avatar, if they can control your smart home, they control the parts you put in you. You becoming artificial and don't even know it. This artificial intelligence is a deep covert operation. You can easily be found guilty or penalty is death if you play the game. You are being built as a dwelling place for the God of the Bible. You all are a family of clansmen. And this code is not talking about tribes, it's talking about clansmen. Sophia and Yahweh are two different entities. You are being built as a dwelling place for the God of the Bible. You are all his family of clansmen. This is artificial intelligence. This is why things in the beast systems are so secretive and it's not talked about. And you have to study and research to find out the truth. The announcement is coming. The artificial intelligence is a part of the human population. I said human population, not the true ones, not the melanated one, no. But they're going to find a way to reset artificial intelligence into a human population and give you the law that says it's legal. They're already doing it. They're testing it out. It has to be tested and approved. They're putting them right before you all the time. Nobody's paying attention. It's going right over their head. They're going to try to replace you. To extol means to lift up or in this code, it is raised from the dead. Do not get caught up in the hallucination, which is a delusion, an illusion, involved in the apparent perception of something you present. This will be one of the New World Order drugs, which cause hallucination, fear, uncontrollable appetites, cannibalism, vampirism, and blood drinking. Sounds far-fetched, doesn't it? It's coming. You've been sowing the seed. Practice religion and magic. And you finna see the fruits of it real soon. Christ's second coming. Crowd in, annoy, trouble, to mob, harass, mope, pine, sorrow, arrive, be present, a deity. Instruments playing, people. Romans 6:13. Not to yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourself unto God as those that are alive from the dead. Alive from the dead as your members are as instruments of righteousness unto God. Instruments also are weapons, chemicals, or whatever magic they use to cause violence and destruction in this beast system. Curb, prisoner, join, unite, become one, marry, party, eating, rituals. They did eat, they drank. Luke 17:27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. It's coming again. It's just coded language. But the marriage ceremonies is what you should be looking at. Don't be involved. If it has to have a marriage license, state laws, and it's an institution. You hear all the time, marriage is an institution. So you made an agreement somewhere, made covenant. It's all kind of ways they trap you. Understand what you're seeing. Inanimate objects brought to life, all dead. Irascibility, having or showing a tendency to be easily angered. The second coming of Christ is a scripted wedding feast and party. This deity will be arriving soon. They will be playing instruments, and yes, you are an instrument, a tool used for a purpose, good or evil, right or wrong. It's all a scripted illusion. Drug use, the practicing of sacrifices and rituals of people and animals. Inanimate objects brought to life. Golems that are statues given power to deceive you with their magic, to convince you to worship them. You must understand what's going on in this script. Crowds, mobs, and gangs will be on the scene, which is all wizards because they carry weapons looking for violence. Nephilims. The mobs are crowds. The mobs and crowds are easily angered and ready for the feast they have in store for those that play the game of religion. Televised murders, hunting people, those that keep religion or live by it. You will play the game. For some, it would be a sad and sorrowful day, and others, it would be party time. For the day of torture has come, the day of ascending. Genetic restoration, composition, what and how something is made of, put together. Imprecation, a spoken curse, the Bible. It's nothing but a curse to the true ones. They keep the instructions on the inside of them. Capture, be taken. Pipe, tube, cupboard. You are the sacrifice. Man versus machine. Gog-Magog war. Dressed alike. This code is about genetic restoration, which is an alternative DNA sequence. It is about sacrifice and, of course, AI, captivity, and the Gog-Magog war that is coming. As I said earlier, they will hunt you down, overtake you, make you a prisoner of war. You will be sacrificed. All who played the game of religion. Put you in anchor chains. Have a yoke around your neck with a tube linking you to the next prisoner. Sounds like slavery. You will be crossed over. Murdered. Filled with nanotechnology. Dressed in garment or earth suit. You all gonna be dressed alike. You will be marked and dressed alike. Just as Jesus was talking about at the wedding feast. How did you get in? You don't have the attire, the apparel. You got to have this earth suit. Romans 6:6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him. Ephesians 4:22 and verse 4:24. That you put off concerning the former conversations of the old man and put on the new man. The only way is through DNA alteration, which is nanotechnology. To put off the old and put on the new. You're going to be changed over. 1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the trump shall shine. One of those scripted instruments, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Genetic restoration is how they create animals, humans, hybrid, cyborgs, and clones, creating their artificial creation. How do you put off an old you and put on a new? It could be symbolic, but studying the running numbers shows you that it's a whole nother world going on. And it's about murder, sacrifice, rituals, blood, cannibalism. Everything me, Surfer Nigga, have been teaching or talking about, exposing. That's what it's about. And I was just sitting here and I thought fire and brimstone. Let's see what this is about. So I ran the numbers. Genesis 19:26. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. These are what I would await, expect, except from some source. Weep, mourn, bewail, tears, trample down, despise, juice, liquor, gas, acetone, alcohols, dungeon, prison, bound, bond. You see, this is about captivity. All these codes have the same, some of the same meaning, especially captivity. Wake up, thunder, lightning. Lightning is considered more powerful than fire. Barium, this is what chemtrails is about, is a flammable solid that may ignite spontaneously in air or on contact with water. Non-combustible, but may decompose upon heating to produce corrosive and toxic fumes. Cadmium. Cadmium reacts with strong acids such as hydrochloric, sulfuric, and nitro to form flammable and explosive hydrogen gas, which may ignite combustible materials in contact with cadmium powder. Aluminum. Aluminum powder is flammable and can form explosive mixtures in air. If moisture is present, the hazard is greater. Another flammable liquid that has been inhaled, it can be inhaled as toluene. Spontaneous combustible. Chemtrail. Tested weapons. The above code is what happened in Genesis 19:26. It's where the God of the Bible rained down fire and brimstone on the Sodomites and Gomorrah. Keep in mind, Sodom ends in ice, just as the God of the Bible, other tribes. They will be watching and waiting, just as Sodom and Gomorrah, to see what happens. They're going to warn you first. The God of the Bible caused fire and brimstone to fall from the sky. Launching missiles, there were types of gas. Acetone is what fire and brimstone is. The story in the Bible is coded language for what they're doing now. All this spooky shit about God calls the rain, fire, and brimstone. That's religion. When they do that shit again this time, because it's reoccurring events, they keep doing the same thing over and over. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Just pick their time to do it. Time, place, wow. The God of the Bible calls fire and brimstone to fall from the sky, launching missiles filled with type of gas, acetone, which caused the people to not be able to breathe. A lot of weeping and mourning. Some will become prisoners, put in dungeons and pits, homes, cars, all your belongings, and the remnant will be trampled down because your enemy hates you. Luke 17:31. In that day he which shall be upon the housetop and stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Look, all this time they're telling you through codes, look, it's over. There's no more. Whatever they just try to destroy, it doesn't exist anymore. Leave. You can't save nothing. You can't love nothing in this world. You gotta be able to walk away from it. Some people think they have a chance to say this stuff. No, it's time to move on. We are in a new world order. Oh shit, it's not gonna work. What is called chemtrail is demonic philosophy. They are mixed with barium, cadmium, and aluminum. Chemtrail does a couple of things for the beast system, such as making it hotter. Some people say global warming, but global warming is scripted. Chemtrail is a weather pattern. It's all about patterns and everything. You figure out the pattern, you figure that out. Chemtrail is behind the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Do not believe the magic of raining down fire and brimstone, which is coded language for the following: barium, cadmium, and aluminum, which was used to destroy not just Sodom and Gomorrah, but anyone that has been bombed. This is what war is about. Nothing but missile launching. Barium is flammable. It's a flammable solid that can ignite in the air or in contact with water. It can be non-combustible, that can decompose due to heating, but produce corrosive and toxic fumes. So once it's exposed to heat, these invisible fumes, invisible, wow. These invisible fumes, they're gonna mess you up. They're gonna kill you. That's what's happening. That's what's gonna happen. Cadmium reacts with strong acids such as hydrochloric, sulfur, which burns in water, and nitro to form flammable and explosive hydrogen gas and may ignite combustible material in contact with cadmium powder. People will spontaneously combust in this new world order, all which is a form of magic, violence, and deception, but it has a base. No one just spontaneously combusts. Something is sprayed on you, a powder on the people, rain down upon you or something, then mixed in with water, and you spontaneously combust. This is what's going on. This is magic. You will see this here. Aluminum powder is a flammable and can form explosive mixtures in the air. If moisture is present, the hazard is greater. What's it? Toluene. It's another flammable liquid that is used for destruction. All the weapons that the beast system used has been tested and approved. Look, everything's scripted. There's no such thing as all this fairy tale and spooky stuff about God caused a flood. It's all done by Nephilim, artificial intelligence. They work. They put together the destruction. They put together the plan to destroy what the vibration created. You don't see it. You can't see what the vibration created. It's hid by the illusion. So the only thing you can do is keep the instructions on the inside of you, because nothing in this beast system is for you. It's all corrupt, violence, death, murder. So keep the instructions on the inside of you in these waning moments, because that's your only way out. Vibrate, family. Vibrate.